everyone, and welcome to our art lesson where we will be looking at Banksy to start with. So Banksy is an English-based street artist who concentrates on graffiti. A lot of the time that graffiti has political messages behind it, which you could do some research into and find out what those meanings are and maybe what inspires them to paint. The reason we don't have a picture or a date of birth, etc., they are still alive, is because we are not 100% sure who Banksy is. They like to keep their identity a mystery. So there's been quite a few theories over the years as to who it might be, and if you were to do some internet searches, you would find quite a few people claiming they know who exactly it is, but others claim that they're wrong. So we're not 100% sure who they are. Okay, so we're going to look at some of their famous pieces of art. They have done an absolute ton of pieces of art. That was a bad sentence. They've done loads of pieces of art. They are very, very famous. They've made movies. They have created a theme park called Dismaland, which was, the idea of it was to create a very depressing place. So the queues were really long and the rides were really depressing. So have a look at that if you can. So let's have a look at three of their pieces of art. Here's the first one. It's called Love is in the Air. It's the flower bomber. So this was first painted in the West Bank in Jerusalem. And if you look this picture up, you can see it is a masked man with a backward baseball cap throwing what looks like the pose would usually be, maybe a rock or some kind of incendiary device, but he's actually throwing a bouquet of flowers here. So that has been copied and reimagined in many, many ways. So this was painted in 2003. So see if you can get a look at that and see if you can find out what the message behind that one was. The second piece of art I'm going to show you is called Girl with Balloon, which was created in 2002. And this was in part of a series of paintings in London that Banksy did. And the last one we're going to look at is one of their most recent pieces of art. And this is called Hula Hooping Girl. So the idea behind this is the girl was hula hooping with the tyre of this bike, which has gone missing. This was created in the street just down the road from where I used to live. So it's quite interesting to me personally. So this is Hula Hooping Girl. There's loads and loads of other pieces of art out there by them. So my question to you is, what's your favourite? So you could do a little bit of research, maybe a Google image search of Banksy, or just another kind of search if you want to see which is your favourite type of art, and maybe you could share a picture of that. That was left for another one, so ignore that. I think that's from Matisse that we did last week. Okay, so we're going to continue with our tutorial. So this one's quite short. I think this was about 6 minutes long, and this is all about understanding working at eye level. So if you follow that link, which will be in the description of the activity as well, then you can get a short tutorial on working and understanding eye level. Okay, so our art challenge today, based on the theme of street art, is to create some graffiti writing. So here's some examples here where people have written different words in the style of graffiti writing, might have written names or different emotions. So this video link, which once again will be posted in the activity, if you follow that, it will give you instructions on how to create this one here. Obviously you don't have to write that one, it's an American spelling of mum, but you might want to write your own name, you might want to write a word, and then it will tell you how to create that 3D bubble writing. So your challenge is to create some 3D graffiti style writing, word of your choice, maybe something that's really important to you, or just your name. And then we have using different fonts, adding extra detail, having complex background, maybe making a longer word. So what will you write? Would it be names? Would it be slogans? Maybe peace, love, or maybe it's places. So if you really like Chatham, you could have Chatham. If you like London or Manchester or different places, maybe somewhere you'd like to visit, you could make that into 3D graffiti writing. So that is your challenge for today. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon.